Today I'm going to be going Funko Pop and collectible hunting at the Carmen's Event Center in Hamilton, Ontario for Collecticon. And let me tell you, today is going to be a very busy day considering it is Boxing Day. So I'll be going there for what will be my final Funko Pop hunt for 2025. And if you end up enjoying this type of video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. But nonetheless, let's head over to Collecticon.
Alright, so the first table we are at, we have some WWE pops like Kurt Angle, The Fiend Bray Wyatt, with both versions, OG John Cena, Ric Flair, Cody Rhodes, and then we got various other WWE wrestlers like Kane, I saw Shinsuke Nakamura, and then right here we do have the newer CM Punk, where of course he is cutting that famous pipe bomb promo. And then over here I did notice a couple of chases with the Miles Morales Iron Spider, the Joker. Right here we do have the Alexa Bliss chase from WrestleMania 37. There's Undertaker, Sting, Daniel Bryan, the Hot Topic exclusive, Mick Foley, Rhea Ripley. Some more chases down here from various movies and TV series, including the Chalice Collectibles exclusive Dwight Schrute, which I do have in the collection. We do have some of the Hot Topic Scare Fair pops from either this year or the prior year, like the Art the Clown, where he's sitting on, I believe it's supposed to be the toilet or the chair, I don't exactly remember. Jason, this was from this year. And then we do have the Captain Spaulding that is limited to 9,500 pieces, a part of the limited edition program. And then right here we do have some various Rocks pops and horror related pops like more Art the Clowns. I do see the Buffalo Bill also from the Hot Topic Scare Fair, some Simpsons including Poochie. We also have another chase here with the Glow in the Dark Bender. There's also the Lunch Lady Chris Farley, another limited edition pop with Bruce Wayne and Ace from Batman Beyond, the Shut Up and Take My Money Fry. We got some anime pops here, a chase of Poe from Kung Fu Panda, and we got the brand new, it literally just released recently, Devilish Stitch, that's a black light chase, some NFT pops like Lady Raincorn, Birdman, Rocksteady, and Mighty Mightor, and then I do see Robin Sparkles, and we got some Muppets. And then right here we do have some Supernatural pops, both older and newer, including the Chase variant of Dean Winchester. I do notice here the newer Kermit with Banjo from the Muppets, the Damian Priest with the Money in the Bank briefcase for WWE, as well as some multi-packs for WWE like Sting and Lex Luger, the New Age Outlaws, the New World Order 3-pack, the Ultimate Warrior and Hulk Hogan 2-pack, and this might be one of the first times I've ever seen this in person, the Dudley Boys 2-pack with Bubba Ray and Devon. They got the red camo on, and also have the little Popified Hall of Fame plaques. And right by where I last was is the front part of the venue, where there's another section of collectibles, including Funko Pops here, like the Nami and Whitebeard with Moby Dick, the Rob Lucci chase. There's also the Thousand Sunny and the Going Merry pop rides, and more One Piece pops for all of you anime fans. I see some Sonic the Hedgehog right there. Some Office pops like Creed Bratton and Jim Halpert, Beetlejuice. I also do see some chases once again. We see the Bender Glow in the Dark chase and the Cyclone from Funko Fusion. And something that really stood out to me is seeing this Doctor Who pop that's a Hot Topic exclusive, but it actually has a blue Hot Topic exclusive sticker, which is unusual because normally it would be yellow, but it's really cool to see this different variant. Right here we do have the 2017 Emerald City Comic Con Captain America Sweet Tooth from the PlayStation lineup, some chase variants of Chainsaw Man and Ochako, the limited edition SpongeBob SquarePants that was also shared to Hot Topic, Ozzy Osbourne, and we do have an autographed pop of Jason Voorhees. Next up, we're at the Kuya's Collectibles table. Of course, we just went to the recent show where we had the table, but we do have some Star Wars figures right here, Marvel Legends, and of course, we got some Funko Pops like Leonardo. There's the Poison Spider-Man, Lionel Messi. I do see a Gaming Greats pop right there, and right there as well, the flocked variant of Inosuke from Demon Slayer, and then Eddie from Stranger Things. We also do have Ray Fillet right there from TMNT, another Inosuke, The Thing. There's also Crosshair from one of the Star Wars TV shows. Actually, I think it's the whole entire set right here with all 5 of them. Alright, so at the next table, we actually do have some out-of-box pops that are actually wrapped up, which is a pretty cool idea. idea. There's some Game of Thrones pops I notice here, some Big Bang Theory ones with Bernadette. I do see Super Grover, The Thing. We got Eve, the Thanos, that's a 6-inch pop. Padme Amidala from Emerald City Comic Con a number of years ago. There's also some Marvel ones like Hulk, and I do see some Rick and Morty and South Park. But there are ones that are in cases right here, like Agent Smith, which it is named in case you didn't realize which character it was. Another one that stands out to me would have to be, of course, the Jay and Silent Bob pop here. That's pretty cool. And then some inbox pops I noticed are Bigfoot, Squatch from the Sonics right here, and it's been a while since I've seen one of them, being the Iron Giant with Car from Iron Giant. This was a pop that at one point I considered adding to my collection, but it is cool to see this from time to time. Some of the Breakfast Club pops, as well as 16 candles. Right here we actually do have a Ron Swanson, Howard the Duck, Man-at-Arms, a Combat Carl Jr., which I actually do have in the collection for Toy Story. Some of the Pac-Man pops, which has been a while. I at one point actually did own the Pac-Man pop that's right there, which is cool to see that again. The Blue Ghost, I remember that as a part of the set. I believe this is at least the whole set or close to the whole set. Some of the fantastic plastic characters like Wolfgang, Salty, Finn Duchamp, and then we also do have some Game of Thrones pops here in box as well, like the Night King. And then on this rack right here, we do have pops from Scooby-Doo and the Jetsons, and as we go up, I actually do notice some UFC pops like George St. Pierre. There's a Justin Bieber, Kurt Cobain, Jimi Hendrix, Freddie Mercury, then some more Grayley type pops with the OG wave of Goonies. There's also Leonidas from the 300, and then we do have some of those older pops like the Dude and the 2-pop set of Dodgeball. And then right up here are some hard to find multi-packs, including the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Marshmallow 4-pack for Ghostbusters, and then the Rush 3-pack with that Fan Expo pre-release exclusive sticker. Now at the next table across, I do notice some of the Scott Pilgrim vs. the World pops like Nega Scott, Lucas Lee. We do have a couple variants of Scott Pilgrim. There's also the Roxy Richter and the Envy Adams from the set, which those are very hard to find. Todd Ingram. We got the Scott Pilgrim, I believe, from like New York Comic Con many years ago. Sonic the Hedgehog, some Pop Rocks pops, including the Hot Topic exclusive Kurt Cobain, which I do have in the collection, so I can't pick that up today. We do have Tony Hawk right there. There's also some multi-packs from various licensors like Scott Pilgrim with the Vegan Police. There's also the Gideon Graves and Ramona Flowers 2-pack. We got the Twins right here. The Dick in the Box 2-pack from Saturday Night Live. And then right below here, I actually did notice the Pop Pez figures for Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. This is the 3 set of Pez that were exclusive to Emerald City Comic Con back in 2019. And there's also some Marvel ones that are limited piece counts exclusive to the Funko shop. Let's zoom in on that. 3,200 pieces to be exact for each of them. And then right here we do have a bin of pops that are $10 each or 3 for $20. Some that I noticed from right here are a couple of Rick and Morty pops like Summer. I do notice, I believe it's Lawyer Morty. There's some Marvel pops as well. I'm gonna have to dig through here because there may be some pops I'm looking for that I could get a pretty good deal on from here.
Shout out goes to Sentinel 107 and Duh Unacceptable Viewer.
And the reason that they ended up getting a shout out is because they joined our YouTube channel membership, which only cost $1.99 a month. Not only do you get the shout out, but you do get lots of other perks, including early access to every single video and shorts that we produce on this channel. So definitely consider joining our YouTube channel membership. It will be greatly appreciated and will go a long way of helping out this channel a lot. So definitely consider it, but let's get right back to the video.
And right here we do have quite a bit of Lego sets. One that stands out to me is the vending machine, where of course there are the minifigures inside of the balls. You turn the knob and then you're able to make a minifigure out of there, which is a really cool concept. Another one that stands out to me is the Fortnite Battle Bus. And then right here we do have some mini sets, including this one, which I believe was a part of one of the recent sales, where if you bought a certain amount, you actually ended up getting this for free off of Lego's website. I do notice some brickheads right here for Fortnite, which are Adventure Peely and the Cuddle Team Leader. There's an arcade machine right there, but right behind it is the Daily Bugle set, the original one that came out a number of years ago that comes with a lot of minifigures. And then at another table, we actually do have a selection of minifigures from various different licensors. I did notice on top here, of course, we are having some Disney and Pixar related stuff, like Buzz Lightyear. Let's take a good zoom on him. There we go. There's Buzz Lightyear, Aladdin, the Genie. And then I do see specifically Toy Story with Alien, Woody, and we got the Green Army Man. And as we keep going down, there's some Simpsons. There's also some Incredibles figures as well. More Simpsons, Marge, Bart, Homer, Lisa. Keep going down. Variants of, we got Apu, Chief Wiggum, Itchy and Scratchy, Milhouse, even Bartman, comic book guy, Professor Frink. And then on the bottom row right here, we have a bunch of the Muppets minifigures with Animal, including his own drum kit right there, Fozzie Bear, Ms. Piggy, Beaker, and Dr. Honeydew. Over at the next table, we do have some exclusive pops from either the Funko Shop or Anime Expo with this One Piece and Stitch pops. We do have the glow-in-the-dark Tusk from Solo Leveling. There's also the Pokemon Center exclusive Pearlescent Charizard. Right here, we actually do have the Stone Cold Steve Austin limited edition pop, limited to 9,500 pieces. Then right here, we got some of the Chase variants from Has-Been Hotel, which are some very nice Chase variants. The Metal Sonic 3.0, that was a limited edition pop for the Ultra lineup, more specifically, limited to 5,000 pieces. Another limited edition pop with the Wednesday Addams with Piranhas, the glow-in-the-dark and flocked chase of the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta from Dragon Ball GT, and in this specific section is pretty much all Pokemon with various boxes, including ETBs and UPCs, and right here we do have separate packs from Journey Together, Temporal Forces, Destined Rivals, and then right here we do have packs for Phantasmal Flames. And then right here I actually am seeing the Jorgen Von Strangle and Tooth Fairy 2-pack from Fairly Odd Parents. This might actually be the first time I'm seeing this in person. And then right here we do have some Supernatural pops, including the Dean Winchester Chase, some of the Watchmen pops like Dr. Manhattan and Rorschach, the Stone Cold and Patrick with Wedgie pops we already saw earlier, Five Nights at Freddy's, the Stranger Things Dustin, that's a Hot Topic exclusive. This pop is fairly new, being the Winter Convention exclusive Harry Potter. And as per usual, we do see a lot of different tables with Pokemon cards, but specifically I am at Pokestop 519 because of the amount of different graded cards they got, like a Mint 9 Charizard from the Pokemon XY set. We got a Rayquaza, more Charizard, one of the Rainbow Charizards. There's a lot of Charizards. I'm trying to show you guys something other than Charizard. An M Blastoise EX right here from Pokemon XY, a Raichu from 2006. We have a Mint 10 of the Mew EX from the 151 box. We got the Sleeping Charizard right there, the promo box of the Ultra Premium Collection box. Japanese Entei. We got ourselves an Umbreon from Evolving Skies, but there's definitely some heat that I'm about to show you guys. Right here we got a Rayquaza, a Gengar, a Charizard, and as we keep moving down here, we actually do have the poncho wearing Pikachus right here, two of them, but check this out guys, we got ourselves a Pikachu as Mario, and look at that price point right there. Ooh, but man, these are really cool cards, and they're Mint 10.
Alright, so I am back from Collecticon, and of course I had a blast looking at various Funko Pops, Pokemon cards, WWE action figures. There is so much to look for while at Collecticon. And as much as I would love to say that I purchased something from Collecticon, I unfortunately didn't. However, I thought to end off the year, I might as well show off something I actually got for Christmas that could technically be considered as a collectible. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the 20th anniversary vinyl record of Green Day's American Idiot. If you've been watching this channel for a long time, you guys know that Green Day is my favorite band, and it shows right there that it does come with some records that have red and black vinyl splatter. It is basically the same cover as American Idiot, besides that you can see on the stick there for the grenade that it actually turns into a 2 for the 20th anniversary of Green Day, which did happen, I believe, last year in 2024, because I did attend the concert that happened in Toronto that celebrated the 20th anniversary and the 30th anniversary respectively for both American Idiot and Dookie. But this was a very neat gift idea. I haven't collected vinyl records in a very long time, but for those that were hoping for Funko Pops, don't worry, tomorrow on the channel, myself and MD Shady will be showing off every single Funko Pop that we purchased throughout 2025 as a separate video. But that's all we have for today. Thanks for watching. See you later, guys.